like clock. I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop.
Alright guys, today I do want to go over some spoilers about the next episode of Boruto, and this one I spoke about in my review. This is supposed to be the big episode of this early part of the Mujina bandits arc. This is going to be like the climax, so hopefully in the next couple of episodes we are going to get to more heavy manga content. Of course, the Karma Seal, the Mujina bandits, possibly even the Kado organization, things like that. So that right there could definitely be a very good sight to see after this episode right here. But this episode is supposed to be a very good episode. It's supposed to be well animated, great choreography and everything like that. They are fighting the number 2 in command when we are talking about the Mujina bandits. But without further ado, let's get into the actual spoilers now. It's going to be episode 147. The title's going to be The Moonlit Decisive Battle. Into the actual paragraph, it says, after shaking their pursuers off of their trail, Boruto and the others are just waiting around for the boat to escape. However, the number 2 leader of the Mujina bandits, Tsukiyo, stands in their way. He defeated Banga and also released the heavenly prison. With the full moon, Tsukiyo is able to show off the maximum extent of his abilities. Boruto and the others get completely driven into a corner because of him. But then, alright, now in terms of new spoils, we didn't get much, but one thing that we did get pretty much said that Boruto and the rest of the Team 7, they were backed into a corner and then something happened. Now, that could possibly mean anything, of course, when we talk about the Boruto riders, especially in situations like this, when they try to say but then, that could lead to many things. For example, Boruto's jougan, Mitsuki in Sage mode, Sarada possibly unlocking the second tomoe in her eyes, a whole bunch of other things that gets a lot of the Boruto fanbase riled up. But in these types of situations, I tend to be a little bit reserved. Hey, maybe somebody pops in. And one thing that I do have to say, can we finally see Konohamaru do something? Just do something. Maybe Naruto realizes like, hey, these guys should have been back a long time ago. Kokuri was supposed to be released from prison, but they're still not back yet. Maybe Naruto sends some backup, sends Konohamaru to go check and scout out the situation. And in my opinion, I think that would probably be the best outcome to the next episode, because I spoke about this before this Mujina bandits arc actually started. I said, you know, Konohamaru hasn't really been involved throughout pretty much all of the Boruto anime. Of course, he did have some nice moments against Jugo and against the Rogue Ninja, but in terms of actual plot heavy things, Konohamaru has just been flat out useless. In this particular situation, I said, because it's the arc directly from the manga, this would be Konohamaru's best time to step up and show everybody like, hey, I'm here, I can still do things. And even though it started off extremely bad, man, because Konohamaru wasn't even involved in the Mujina bandits arc, like some of you guys could probably say like he wasn't a kid, but hey, it's a jail. Like Konohamaru could have went to jail, or he could have possibly even used a transformation technique, so he could have looked different if somebody probably recognizes Konohamaru as being Konohamaru from the Leaf Village. But regardless, he was just not in the arc at all. This right here would be a great implementation for Konohamaru to step in at the last second to save the rest of Team 7, mainly because of course we understand that Konohamaru, being the guy that he is, should be in theory stronger than the rest of them, and should be in theory on Tsukiyo's level. Even if he's not on Tsukiyo's level, he could still provide some well and much needed help in that particular situation. But in my opinion, I think that Konohamaru is probably not going to do that. When we talk about expectations, my expectations for Konohamaru right now is extremely low. My expectations for Mitsuki's Sage mode is extremely low. My expectations for Boruto's Jougan is low. My expectations for Sarada's Tomoes is extremely low. So at this point, the Boruto riders can only impress me, like, let's be honest. But when we talk about Tsukiyo and his plan of attack and how he's going to approach this battle, one of the things that we did figure out through multiple other spoils in the past, and of course this one as well, is that he has this ability, and that right there is supposed to be like a clone jutsu where he has them fight against their own clone. Now specifically, let me read it from the exact spoils. It says, by manipulating the enemy's shadow, Tsukiyo uses Tsukikage no jutsu to create a clone that wields the same power as his enemy. Will there be a way for them to overcome this technique? Now this right here is going to be extremely effective for a character like Tsukiyo, man, because he has no business with Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki. All he wants is Kokuri. For him to use this, it pretty much reinstates the fact that he doesn't really have any malicious intent towards Team 7. Now in this particular situation, the ideal part about this is going to be to capture Tsukiyo. Tsukiyo is going to naturally have a lot more information about the Mujina bandits than Kokuri. Kokuri, in all actuality, probably does not have a lot of information about the Mujina bandits. He was duped himself. Like, he thought he was working for a legit company. It turns out that it was one of the most famous bands of thieves that he was actually working for. So in this particular situation, when you have this pretty much wealth of knowledge from a character like Tsukiyo, the big thing is going to be, can you not only beat Tsukiyo, but can you capture him without killing him, on top of restraining him well enough to get back to the Hidden Leaf Village with that wealth of information. And I think that right there is going to be an extremely difficult thing for the characters to do. Now, just to recap quickly about what these new spoilers did add to the scenario, it pretty much said that Tsukiyo had everybody back into a corner, and then something happened. That could possibly mean a lot of things, but in my opinion, one of the most realistic things to happen, even though I personally have absolutely no faith in this happening, just because it's Konohamaru, I think that Konohamaru should make an appearance and possibly check up on Team 7 as like backup, mainly because Naruto got a little bit scared that they weren't back in the village so soon, because last time we did see Naruto, he was kind of questioning right then and there, and then he got the word that Kokuri is supposed to be released from prison. So of course that would make sense, but hey, you never know what the Boruto is going to do, you never know what they have up their sleeve. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Are you guys excited for the next episode of Boruto? And let me know what you guys are most excited to see. But it's been your boy Baara, and we out.
It's a knife.